What's diversity and inclusion got to do with empowering people? Shorthand answer, everything. My name's Keith Weedman. I am the principal and founder of Level 3 by Design. My passion is my company's mission, helping leaders elevate their skill to unleash hidden potential in people. My expertise in diversity is in socioeconomic diversity, and it comes from firsthand experience. We're talking decades ago. I was leading a change initiative in Montgomery County, Indiana, to help people receiving public assistance to become financially self-sufficient. I'd recruited government leaders, business leaders, and community leaders. And I'd also recruited community volunteers to help too. I was very excited by all the people that were involved, especially the leaders. And then I was also excited because there were people that were receiving public assistance and striving to become self-sufficient themselves that became involved as community volunteers. To me, there was an indication that we were doing something right. Then, shortly thereafter, I learned of an initiative among those receiving public assistance to start a food bank. They had a vision of a food bank to serve those who were applying for food stamps and waiting for their food stamp benefits. And they envisioned those people receiving food and being treated with dignity and respect while they were waiting for their food stamps, because they would be served by people who had once walked in their shoes. They would be served by people who had also received public assistance. I was smart enough then to not squelch their vision. Instead, I allowed them to move forward, even though to myself I thought, they don't know what they're doing. How can they possibly pull this off? And they ran a food bank for 5 full years. They staffed that food bank with volunteers, and they also generated the food that they needed for that food bank. It was pretty inspiring to me. And that was my first exposure to socioeconomic diversity. Typically, when we look at people who have less financially, we see them as not being as capable as those that have more. I invite you to accept this call to action. I invite you to have a conversation with someone around you who is different than you, perhaps someone who has less than you. Interact with them as if they have an abundance of hidden potential within them. See if in the process of your conversation, you can help them to unleash a little bit of that hidden potential within them. I'll be back soon with another tip to empower people. Thanks so much.